Hello again to everybody on YouTube. This is another diecast review. This morning I've got two packages in the post. One being the diecast I will be reviewing in a moment, and the other a massive one from diecastcarsnow.com, which I'll do another video on in a minute. But this is my kind of follow-up diecast review for NASCAR Racing School 43's diecast review contest. So it's early in the morning over here. But yeah, the first car I will be reviewing is one that it's an underrated driver, an underrated car which I think looks rather attractive, even though you wouldn't really notice it on the circuit because it was normally near the rear of the field, unfortunately. That car being, camera down, see it there, Carl Petty's 2008 number 45 Marathon Oils Petty Enterprises Dodge. This is the car. She looks rather attractive. Reminds me of his car that he ran in 2003, the Georgia Pacific one, which was red, white and blue. This is a similar kind of patriotic paint scheme. The red and white and blue, red white stripes going down there. The box itself is kind of a general light blue and white to match the scheme. That's how it looks in the box. Obviously there's all the normal logos on it. And as I always say, the only time I'm really bothered about the box is when I put this car back in the box to sell it in a few years' time to a collector. Now I want the car out of the box so I can see what it looks like. And there is the car in question. As you can see straight away, there it is. It suffers from 2008 Dodge Avenger syndrome, obviously. I don't know why Action do that. It happened with the Fords this year, where they moulded last year's grille onto the front of them. No idea why, and this is the same. Moulded the 2007 Dodge Avenger grille onto the front. But you know what? I don't really care, to be honest. It's only a minor kind of factual note, and unless it really bugs you that much, it still looks nice. It's not as if the Avenger looks pig ugly and the Charger doesn't. And this Charge, actually, I really do like the look of this car. I only got this car just for the look of it. I mean, Carl Petty's a good driver, underrated I think. He's one of these drivers that's in a bracket of drivers who, you know, with better equipment, it's not the camera, you know, with better equipment they would be able to do a lot more than they do a lot better than they do. And Carl Petty is one of those drivers. He's won races before, he's challenged for the title before. Ever since he's tried running Petty Enterprises and running his own car, it's not really worked for him. In fact, he's actually retired now. I think he's retired anyway. He does seem to pop up now a lot in commentary booths everywhere. And like I say, it seems like a very nice guy. He's a good commentator. And he's almost one of those guys who you wish did have a bit more success. Because there are some guys who are just idiots. I'm not going to name names there. That's up to you who you think's an idiot or not. But they get lots of race wins and they don't seem to care. Whereas Kyle and other guys like that in the kind of slightly less funded machinery, you almost want to see win just because it's like, yeah, that's cool. He's a nice guy. He deserves the win. And this was Carl Petty's car last year, some of it. This wasn't the Wells Fargo car that he ended up swearing on live TV in. That's a funny video, actually. I've got that favourited. The one at Infineon, where I think it's Matt Kenseth just kind of completely cuts him up, and over live TV it's just like, what the fuck, you know. As you understandably would be. Surprises me that the TV execs didn't know that that was going to happen. I suppose that's an occupational risk. I suppose that's an occupational risk when you have a live feed to the driver's radios. Anyway, back to the review and the car. And you see there's the side of the car, and as you can see there is a definite patriotic flavour to it. The front end is more kind of blue and the end is kind of white, and then you have this red and white stripe livery here with the stars on it. Definite feeling of a kind of American flag over it to it. The main colours are red, white and blue. Incredibly patriotic livery. American Spirit Motor Oil. There's the Marathon logo. It is a very attractive car, I have to say. The red, white and blue colours are very nice. And let me just check that logo. That is a Wells Fargo livery on the right rear quarter panel right there. And on the back, same thing. Nothing extra special, of course. It is an Action Kid Series car, so you know what to expect to it. Pretty decent quality. It doesn't seem to have been affected by the Kid Series curse, which is bad kind of moulding or printing of the logos. The Charger is a tiny bit off, but otherwise it looks okay. Looks fine. And then again, that's not even on a kind of model to model basis, that's on an individual model to model basis. So for example, another one of these could be badly moulded. So it's not necessarily on different car and driver basis, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is my review of Kyle Petty's number 45 Marathon Oils Dodge. It's a very nice looking car for a pretty pleasant driver, I have to say, even if he does get a bit annoyed when people cut him up at a Finion. Anyway, that's that. It's a nice little change for me to be doing a diecast review rather than working on my stop motion, which should be done by the end of the today, fingers crossed. You have to excuse me, I'm still kind of getting into gear. I only woke up about an hour ago. But, yep, that is my review. And hopefully, good luck to Nascar NHIS 24. He's also going up against me in the dead heat for the tiebreaker for the NASCAR Racing's Cool 43 diecast review contest. So good luck to him. And I'll see you all in a little while for another diecast video on my Diecast Cars Now package. Until then, I'll see you next time.